Good day, podcast community. Pete Kane here, community coach and author. We have a local to global impact. I want to give you a masterclass on how to create demand. Demand is everything. When you create that demand, you have cash flow, and cash flow is a thriving business and community. Let's go to the second one. My 49 days. The wake-up call. Seldom do you have a chance to think for 49 days. I did. After my stroke, I was sitting in a hospital bed, realizing that I had survived. And when I realized I had survived a massive stroke, my left side gone, and now I was contemplating what's next. I was going to have to navigate for the next, now it's been 4.5 years, not having that fully functional left side. Now, I started podcasting because I had to learn how to talk, but it also gave me time to think, time to realize that we don't have an unlimited amount of Saturdays, of birthdays, of Christmases, of Thanksgivings. You have a definite number, and we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So I operate differently than I did before. I operate with a sense of urgency, a sense of being present, bringing joy, loving every single day. Because when it almost is taken away from you, it changes the way you think. The roadmap. I'm going to give you the roadmap to a thriving business, and you have to focus on global demand. Now, what does that mean? That means the world changed from local to global. Now, the globe is your market. Anybody in the world can be a part of your business. So if you don't operate with that kind of mindset, that your online presence will give people an opportunity to go on a journey with you, to follow you, to get to know you, like you, and trust you, you're missing the greatest opportunity of our lifetime. And that happened pretty fast. And a lot of us aren't thinking about global. We're just operating in our local market, which is about 140 people that know, like, and trust you. But when you think global, you're thinking 5,000 to over 1 billion people. That's global demand. A lot of us are known locally, but we're invisible online. Having a LinkedIn profile and a website is not enough for somebody to go on a journey with you. If you can't put your content out there front and center, like podcasts, like a book, like a workshop, like a masterclass, like videos, content that allows people to get to know, like, and trust you. And when you do that, things shift to massive demand. And everything is supply and demand. When you have demand, you have cash flow. And when you have cash flow, you have a thriving business. So setting your goal, setting your strategy for global demand is the difference of playing in a local sandbox of 140 people to over 1 billion people in a global sandbox. And when you look at the numbers, and I want you to see these numbers, digest these numbers, take these numbers, because when you understand that your local brain only is familiar with 140 people that know, like, and trust you. It's just the way the brain works. but the brain doesn't know the difference between the reality and not reality. So when your brain, and I'll give you an example, when Steve Jobs passed away, millions of people were mourning him like they knew him. Why? Because they did. They knew him through his online personality, his online company, Apple. And when he passed, people felt like a family member had passed. And that's your opportunity to realize that people are going to go on a journey with you. Is it going to be just 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 30 seconds? Or will it be 7 hours? Because 7 hours is what people have to get to know you. They have to absorb you. They have to be interested in you. And when they do that, they go to a phase in their mind, 7-11, 11 interest. They're interested in you. They're asking for more information. They're commenting on you. They're ordering your book. They're listening to your podcast, whatever it is, but they're doing it on 4 different platforms. And when that happens, the brain just shifts from know, like, and trust because you've given them enough to go on a journey with you. And that's a journey of a thriving business. The Demand Builder Framework. We have a community of people. They're podcasters, they're influencers in a cool way. They're people that have influence because they've earned it. They've earned it through their reputation. And when you're in a community of people making an impact, people that are helping, support, challenge, you're in the right room at the right time. First, podcast. Scalable. Why is a podcast scalable? In a meeting, not. A meeting is an activity. Listen very carefully. There's nothing wrong with meetings, but know what the intention is. It's a memory after it's over. A coffee, a lunch, a live event. It's over at a specific time. And then it's just a memory. But when you do a podcast, it's scalable. It's your voice scaling. It never goes away. It's an asset that grows. And while you're sleeping, it's working for you. That's why we've done 400 plus podcasts. Search my name and then search your own. See the difference because that gap, and it probably is big, is going to be your opportunity. Create conversations, not just content. And when I mean a conversation on a podcast is the conversation to learn, to be able to get to know, to build a relationship with a person. Very seldom do you have 30 to 40 minutes of undivided attention of a person. You do on a podcast. You do get to learn how you can help them, support them, get to know them better. And then you're creating that asset that never goes away. Create assets. Assets grow, activities don't. So when you're looking at your business, create assets. Publish. I have a new book, Local to Global Impact, My 6 Freedoms. This book is available on Amazon. Order it, and you'll be able to see how you can lean into your freedoms, how you can leverage your story, how you can use podcasting, how you can use the ability to leverage your time. Time is the most precious thing that you have, the most precious. So when you're creating assets, you're leveraging, and you want to always leverage because you can get the most out of your time if you leverage it. 2, authority on autopilot. Once your podcast is created, it's going to stay there. It's going to always grow. When people are looking for something, your story, your podcast can come up. And when they see you online, they get to know you, like you, and trust you. And when that happens, you generate demand, which creates cash flow, which builds a thriving community. Community. Why is community important? It's connection, it's loyalty, it's building a team of people with a similar interest that want similar things. And when you put those people together we're better. Together, we're better in community. Community of like-minded people who have that purpose, who have that clarity, who have the energy, that have that focus on being productive, creating assets, and being around the right people will help you elevate your mindset. From audience to ecosystem. Our ecosystem is our flywheel. Every podcast we do, it's a flywheel. It grows. It grows. When our community does a podcast, it grows. When you want to be on other podcasts, you're in the community where you can find those people. When you want to be on others, it's there. When you want to be surrounded by people making that impact, it's there in our community and our ecosystem. The demand flywheel is this. We podcast, we publish, and we build communities. We podcast, we publish, and we build communities. Be a part of the demand flywheel and grow a thriving business. No limits, no borders, no waiting. No limits, no borders, no waiting. Location freedom, travel freedom, wealth freedom, health freedom. All these freedoms, time freedom, are available to you through the Demand Builder community. Proof in the pull. Your reputation ends at your zip code, but it can continue if you create demand online. Create podcasts, create videos, create a book. Always be creating assets. And when you do that, you gain clarity, you activate your strategy, and you build community. Focusing on the right thing allows you to build a thriving business. So why not build it with us? Why not build it with us? Podcast opportunities. And let me go back here where I can give you. Here we go. Go to pking.me/clarity if you want to learn how to be part of our community. And if you want to join our community, you can go to our school.com/demand builders, or you can scan the QR code up there in the corner and you can join our community. Invest in yourself. $47 right now during our Founders Club. Invest in yourself and put the burden on us to deliver the value for you. You are the most important asset. You are the most important thing to invest in. So invest in yourself and change your zip code from local to global, because the opportunity is now.